It started with a habit, a simple nightly routine that every mother prays will last forever. Good night, Mom. Love you. Every night, around 10:30 p.m., without fail, Lily would send that text. For 5 years, since she first got her phone at the age of 12, she never missed it. No matter how tired, how busy, or how distracted she was, she always texted her mom goodnight. For Sarah Evans, it had become more than a comfort. It was her tether. After Lily's father passed away in a car accident, their bond had grown even tighter. There was no room for secrets, no space for silence. They leaned on each other, learned to smile again, to laugh, and to rebuild. And that nightly text was the one thing that stayed constant in a world that refused to stop changing. Then one night, the message came at 10:30 sharp, just like always. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. Sarah smiled, replied with her usual, good night, baby. Sleep tight, Red Heart, and went to bed. But that was the last night she ever got a reply. At first, she didn't think anything of it. The next night, the message came again, same time. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. She replied like always. But this time, there was no red heart back. No typing bubbles. No three little dots. She waited and waited. She told herself maybe Lily had just fallen asleep. Maybe she was tired. Maybe she'd see the reply in the morning. But by morning, Lily's door was locked, and she wasn't answering. Sarah knocked softly, then harder, then pounded. Nothing. She called her phone. No answer. She texted again. Lily, please open the door. Are you okay? No reply. It was strange. Lily never locked her door. Ever. She tried to brush it off. Maybe she just wanted privacy. Maybe it was a teenage thing. But all day, Lily never came out. The door stayed shut, and every knock echoed with more silence. But at 10:30 p.m., like clockwork, another text came. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. Now Sarah was confused, furious even. She stood outside the door and shouted, if you're texting me, you can open this door right now. No answer. She grabbed a bobby pin and fiddled with the doorknob like she used to when Lily was a toddler who locked herself in the bathroom. But this time, it didn't work. The lock was different, like it had been changed. That night, she barely slept. She sat in the hallway outside her daughter's room, confused and cold, staring at the door, waiting for any sound. A creak, a cough, a whisper. But nothing came. She called her best friend, Jenna, the next morning, trying not to sound hysterical. I don't know what to do. She's sending me texts every night but won't open the door. Jenna came over and tried knocking herself, calling. Even tried to peer under the door with a mirror, but the space was too tight. They tried to break the door down together. It didn't budge. By the third night, Sarah had called the police. Officer Daniels and Officer Reed came to the house around noon. Sarah felt embarrassed explaining it to them. She's inside. She won't come out. But she's texting me every night. Same time. Have you seen her physically in the past few days? Officer Daniels asked. Sarah hesitated. Not since. Friday night. Into days. Tuesday. The officers exchanged a look. They walked to the room, knocked, called out her name. No answer. Then they tried to open the door. Nothing. I don't know what kind of lock this is, Officer Reed said, examining the knob. But it looks reinforced. Reinforced? Sarah felt her knees weaken. Ma'am, did you install a new lock? No. Why would I? She never even locked her door before. Daniels nodded and turned to his partner. We're going to have to get it open. Do we have permission? Yes. Please. Just get her out. They brought in a battering ram. 3 hard strikes. And the door swung open. Sarah rushed in before they could stop her. But what she saw made her freeze mid-step. The room was empty. No bed. No books. No clothes. Just dust. Bare walls. No signs of life. Except one. In the middle of the room, on the wooden floor, was Lily's phone. Screen cracked. Battery dead. Daniels picked it up, held it with gloved hands, turned to Sarah. How long has she had this phone? That's her current phone, the one she texts me from. He turned the screen to her. It was dead. It hasn't been charged in days. But I got a message from her last night. 10:30. Like always. He looked at her, gently. Ma'am, this phone's been off for at least 3 days. There's no way a message came from this device. But I have the texts. I can show you, she cried, pulling out her own phone, scrolling quickly. There they were. Each one. Same time. Same message. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. The officers looked at each other again. Reed pulled out a radio. Dispatch. We need tech support here. Possible spoofing or cloning case. Also, we have a missing person, possibly abduction. The word abduction made Sarah's heart split open. No. She's here. She has to be. She sent me messages. Ma'am, Daniel said softly, whoever sent those messages, it wasn't from this phone. The house was searched top to bottom. No sign of Lily. No signs of forced entry or struggle. Just absence. The only strange thing was the lock on her door. It had been changed recently professionally. There were no receipts, no payments, no fingerprints. The investigation started. They pulled security footage from around the neighborhood. Cameras from the gas station 2 blocks down. The bakery across the street. The neighbor's doorbell cam. Not one clip showed Lily leaving the house. But none showed her entering either. It was like she never left. The forensics team tried tracing the messages. The number was registered to Lily's phone, but the signal had been bounced through multiple relays. When they traced the origin, the location came back to her bedroom. But the phone was off. That night, Sarah didn't sleep. She sat in the empty room, staring at the floor where the phone had been found. She cried until her tears dried into salt on her cheeks. And then, at 10:30 p.m., her phone buzzed. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. She screamed. The text was real. She called back instantly. The number rang. And rang. Then stopped. No voicemail. She texted back frantically. Where are you? Please, baby, tell me where you are. I'm here. I'll come get you. Just say something. No reply. She handed the phone to the officers the next morning. They were baffled. We monitored her number. No outgoing activity. But these messages, they're being injected into your thread. That's highly sophisticated tech. Like hacked? Sarah asked. Not just hacked. It's like someone's using her number without a phone. It's not easy. It's not cheap. This is deliberate. For what? A prank. The officer's expression hardened. Or something worse. Days turned into weeks. The messages never stopped. Every night. 10:30. The same words. They tried to trace the signal again. It always led back to the same place. Her bedroom. One night, Sarah decided she needed answers. She placed motion-activated cameras in the room. 4 of them. Each corner. Night vision. She set them up herself. Stayed awake the whole night. At 10:30, her phone buzzed again. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. She rushed to the footage. And what she saw made her vomit. At exactly 10:30 p.m., something moved in the room. Something not human. Just a distortion. A shape. Like a figure made of static. A tall, stretched blur, like a person that had been scrubbed out of reality. It stood in the middle of the room, bent over, reached down, and touched the floor, exactly where the phone had been found, and then vanished. The footage was sent to the police, to experts, to digital analysts. No one could explain it, but the messages kept coming. Eventually, Sarah moved. Couldn't stay in the house anymore. But even in the new apartment, the messages followed. Always the same. Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart. Then, 3 months after Lily disappeared, everything changed. Sarah got a message. Same time. Same sender. But this time, it was different. Good night, Mom. I'm cold. Her hands shook. She called the number again. It rang. And for the first time in 3 months, someone picked up. The line was dead silent. Then came the sound. A faint, dragging breath. Like something trying to breathe underwater. Then a whisper. Mom. Lily? Baby? Where are you? The voice was quiet, croaking. Behind. The line cut. Police traced the call instantly. It pinged off a single tower, near the edge of town, by the old McAllister barn. They raced there, and what they found, beneath the floorboards of the collapsed barn, was a body, curled up, cold, decomposed, but unmistakably Lily, still wearing her favorite yellow hoodie, still clutching a dead phone. The tech team examined it. It had never been powered on since the day she vanished, but inside were 93 unsent messages, all time-stamped, all at 10:30 p.m. Each one said, "Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart." And the last message, dated the night before they found her? "I'm cold. Please find me." The medical report said she'd been alive for nearly 72 hours after she went missing, stuck, alone, in the dark, trying to send messages no one could receive. No signal, no hope, just faith that maybe, somehow, her mother would know. The media never explained it. The police still don't talk about it. But Sarah? She knows. Love doesn't need a signal. Some messages find their way through, even from the other side. And every night at 10:30 p.m., her phone still buzzes. Same message. "Good night, Mom. Love you, Red Heart."